And hello guys, CJ here and welcome back to CJ Spook. So we've got a lot of videos to go over today, around 10 in fact, so some of them are a bit long here and there, but they are interesting. I want to know your thoughts of them down in the comments below, okay? It really does mean a lot. So let's get into it, shall we? Right, let's have a look at the first one, shall we?
Just performed a live satanic ritual on stage for the Eurovision 2024 semifinals. Viewer discretion is advised. At the end of this clip, there is some demonic possession being reenacted, and if you don't know what Eurovision is, it's an international song competition where each country performs a song and their performances are voted on.
Wow. I'm so glad I got christened on Sunday, last Sunday. That's demonic all the way, isn't it? You know what I mean? And like, I'm Welsh. You got the Welsh, Irish, Scottish, obviously, and the English. We're a very Christian country. So I'm very surprised that they cheered for that. But, you know, each to their own, yeah. Each to their own.
Was a centuries-old satanic ritual just performed outside the pyramids of Giza on October 10th in front of thousands of people? Did this really just happen? A lot of people online are saying that it did. Check this clip out. The band's name is Anima, and they're performing a two-part music visual outside the pyramids of Giza on October 10th, 2025 on their Quantum Genesis exhibition. Okay, a lot of people pointed out that there was a massive sigil.
Well, that definitely looks like the sigil of Lucifer. Whether that's just a coincidence, I can't see any other thing demonic about it. Really, it's just looks like a rave to me. But
was being created right on the pyramids, and if you remember, you know, our pyramids are on our money. It's definitely seems to be on the sinister side of humanity. But they were saying that that there was a summoning here, and other people were pointing out that I'm trying to confirm this, but that Trump is heading to Israel and then he's heading to Egypt, and they think that it's timed a little perfect. There were two things that I first noticed when I saw this video. One was the pillars, you know, right on the display there. If you looked into Freemasonry and other things like that, these two pillars are very important. They're the pillars of Boaz and Jachin. And it's worth looking into if you want to get on ChatGPT or whatever and look into what those are. The second thing was, look at all the phones. Nobody's even there. Everyone's watching their phones just like we're watching our phones. I'm recording on my phone right now. But this reminded me of something. Simon and Garfunkel may have been prophetic, because the whole time I saw this video, I was thinking of the Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel. So I'm going to just read what they had written in that song, and I think it's like a prophecy, because this really looks like it. Okay, here's the lyrics from The Sound of Silence, some of the lyrics that apply to this video. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening. People writing songs that voices never shared, and no one dared disturb the sound of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god that they made. Pretty pathetic, I think. I don't know. Do you think this was a ritual? If you've ever been to a Travis Scott concert, then yeah, I can tell you firsthand that they openly do weird things that seem ritualistic right in front of your face.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was ritualistic, you know, in front of the pyramids as well, with everything going on. Yeah, they do it right in front of your face. The lights, obviously, there in the it's the same as the sigil of Lucifer. That was obviously very strange, but could that be a coincidence? I don't know. But one thing I will say, it is definitely not as satanic as a lot of other performances out there. So looking at the comments by the lights show on both sides with wings. Yeah, that's what I thought. See the lights by here and by here. I thought they looked like angel wings. You know what I mean? But you know, let me know what your thoughts down in the comments. You know, now I've been to 1 or 2 raves in my past, and nothing in front of the pyramids. Don't get me wrong. So the music, it was nothing weird about the music, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. What was he?
Rachel Kay works at a retirement home where something unexplainable was just caught on camera. A cleaning crew was sent to the second floor to clean up rooms and a pile of cat litter that a child had accidentally dropped while visiting their grandma. They're halfway through cleaning when this happens.
Oh, that's disgusting. Or the vegan cheese.
Or the vegan cheese. That would be...
Y'all see it? I'm not the only one that heard that.
Well, there was this one time when I was in this hallway and
You're gone. Oh, look at that.
Watch the carpet closely. Footprints suddenly appear out of nowhere. No one is standing there. The prints look identical to the color of the cat litter nearby, but no one was there. No other prints appear anywhere else on the carpet. How did invisible footprints just appear? Drop your theory below.
Ghost. Especially in a care home as well. The wife works in a care home and she used to work nights, and she said she had a lot of weird stuff happen there. And it's to be expected, you know, people die there tonight, quite a lot. So, you know, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
We have just received a new update from European Space Agency, where they have now shared the first ever close-up image of the 3I Atlas, which is said to be this massive mothership that's heading towards Earth, and supposedly it's going to get close to Earth exactly on 29th October 2025. Now, European Space...
29th of October, that's my daughter's birthday. So let's hope nothing bad happens on that day, yeah? What do you think about this? You know, I know, is it Avi Lowe has come out and he's said a lot of stuff. You know, when someone like that speaks, you tend to listen, you know. I don't know. One of the, obviously there's a lot of strange aspects to it, but one of the strangest I feel is why on earth, when it was the right opportunity for us to see it properly, NASA shut everything off. Now, you know governments, you know the people behind the scenes. If they want to hide something, they shut it off. It makes it so obvious, doesn't it? It just makes it so obvious. You know what I mean? Do you think they do it on purpose just to get everyone going, or do you think they actually know what's really going on? I stand on the fact, would it be nice to have first contact? I believe in aliens. I believe they've always been here. I believe that, you know, I believe that they're everywhere. Yes, I believe in first contact if they're friendly, but that's it. If, you know, let's just hope they're enlightened enough that they don't see us as a threat and they come here just to kind of mother us and sort the human bloody race out, yeah? Let me know what you think, guys.
Agency has just shared some new footage where this is basically what they've been sharing so far. It's a massive mothership-like structure where in between there is just this one spot from which there is a massive light that's emitting out. Now on October 3rd, this object literally flew extremely close to the planet Mars. And according to the European Space Agency, they've actually revealed this new photo which is captured by the Mars rover, which they claim is a robot that just keeps driving around in the planet Mars. And as soon as this object got close to Mars, it ended up clicking a picture, and this is basically what it looks like. Now, as you can see, this whole thing has a cylindrical shape, and it's very, very massive in size. Compared to what they were expecting before, they said that it was going to be as big as a Manhattan city size, but now they've just said that it's probably 1,000 times bigger than what they have previously expected.
What?
And the fun part is that this whole object, it only emits light from this particular spot for whatever reason, as though it's some sort of an We've just received a new...
Do you think that's AI? No, I can't tell anymore. You know, I was watching a show earlier on, right, about, I don't know, it was zombie apocalypse going on, and people were saying it's AI. And someone commented, yeah, and the sad thing is, if it really did happen, people would just assume it was AI, and it'd be too late. And it's true, innit? You know, is people just look at everything now, nah, it's AI. It's AI. But then when something actually does happen, people find it hard to believe, don't they? You know, very strange. The whole situation is very strange with 3i Atlas. It really is. We'll just have to wait and see, I suppose. If you are still with me and you are enjoying this video, please hit that like button. It really does help. And if you want to join me on another video, please hit that subscribe button. The support is very much appreciated. Right, let's get back to it.
3 days ago, one of the most convincing sightings of the Loch Ness Monster was captured right behind me. Experts still can't explain what it was, so this weekend they're conducting a major search of the loch using advanced technology.
From sonar scanners to night vision cameras, and tonight we'll even be trying to catch the monster with a baited trap.
So let's try and prove, once and for all, if Nessie's really out here.
Before I join the experts on their hunt to capture Nessie, first we'll be speaking to the skipper, who caught this groundbreaking new sighting on his boat's sonar scanner that detects objects under the water.
My name's Sean. I've been working here on Loch Ness for the last 10 years, made international news with the last sonar sighting that we had. If they say there's a long net plesiosaur that should have been extinct 66 million years ago, what does that look like?
And how big is this thing?
Almost as big as the boat.
Wow. Is this the only contact and anomaly you've had on these sonars?
I've got over 200 of them.
So before Sean shows us the rest of his sightings, one he captured as recent as 3 days ago,
They say to us that it's probably a large shark or a small whale. We're in the middle of Loch Ness.
it was time to meet up with the experts who have come out here to hunt for Nessie after Sean's sightings.
Alan!
Hello again, you right?
You're the leader of the hunts, Loch Ness exploration. Can you tell me a bit about what is happening today, who's out here, and how we're going to be searching for Nessie?
We get our team to come up and other volunteers where we conduct surface watches. We've got baited camera traps for the first time tonight.
night, which is going to be really quite exciting.
Oh, okay. So we headed on a boat with Alan to begin the hunt using his technology.
My goal is to get the next sighting. So I'm hoping when we go out now on this boat, we're going to find something. Look at it, man. Look how big this lock is. We have deep scanning sonars searching underneath us right now.
The bigger fish that are more dense start to show up with these darker colours of red. So what we're looking for is this little white, very light blue croissant-shaped creature.
Many people believe Nessie is a dinosaur that survived extinction, but there could be more logical explanations for what this creature potentially.
What I don't get about this story about Nessie, right, is it would be wicked if it was true, don't get me wrong. But if it survived the meteor or the extinction level event that happened with the dinosaurs, how on earth did it survive all that time with just one? Surely there's got to be more to mate, you know what I mean? There's got to be a population of them to carry on, because surely one dinosaur doesn't have a lifespan of all them millions of years, you know? So they're looking for one. Shouldn't they be looking for a potential family of them? I just don't see how one animal can survive that long with you. Do you know what I mean? That's the only issue I have with that, because if it didn't go extinct and it did survive, say for instance, surely it only lasted maybe another 100 years before it actually did die, just from old age. I don't know how long like dinosaurs live for, but surely they're not immortal, are they? You know?
Actually is.
So this is literally an underwater microphone?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's like the weirdest thing you've heard on this?
The last time we were at Uppy Castle at night time, we heard like it almost sounded like as if someone was weeping. We later found out that it was an otter.
Oh wow.
It was really quite cute.
And it was time to lower the hydrophone underwater in the hopes of capturing some more bizarre sounds.
So what kind of sound are you trying to listen out for?
Anything and everything, Ellie.
Yeah?
Wildlife's the way forward. Like,
yeah.
Wildlife, the noises that they make is the best thing. You really want to do it at night time when there's no boat traffic at all.
And despite not hearing anything on the hydrophone yet, later during our night hunt we capture a very bizarre noise.
What was that? 3 days ago, one of the most...
Yeah, I just don't see how it's possible, you know. What was like the first sighting, like 90 odd years ago, something like that, 100 odd years ago. So how would it live that long? You know, it's just, it'd be nice if it was true, but I think maybe it's like a sturgeon or something like that, you know, or something big. You know, it's a big bloody lock. It is massive, you know, so it wouldn't be surprised. But I don't see how that one sole dinosaur can survive and live for that amount of time.
Wow. Okay. Are you ready for this? So we're days away from a once-in-a-lifetime moment. 3i Atlas is about to graze the sun, and it's getting more and more interesting, frankly, strange by the day. Let's go through what's verified, what's speculation, and why everyone is watching 3i Atlas so closely right now. So as of October 23rd, 3i Atlas is about 360 million kilometers from Earth. It's currently passing through Virgo, and it's headed for its closest point to the sun around October 29th. It will be just inside of Mars's orbit. ESA's ExoMars and Mars Express, these orbiters have captured the object earlier this month. It was a faint white blur surrounded by a glowing coma. Telescopes like Gemini South have confirmed it's slowly forming a tail, but it's still super faint because it's so far. The Swift Observatory measured it shedding water like a cosmic fire hose. Now, normally we'd expect regular updates from NASA, but the timing is very odd. So while ESA and independent astronomers have been posting, NASA's stayed mostly quiet, which obviously sparks speculation. But the internet has been busy. Let's start with the creator that goes by Dobsonian Power. So he's been tracking and covering 3i Atlas and has just captured it through a solar telescope. Now, after the images were enhanced, the supposed streak of light, it resolved into something really weird and perfectly round. Look at this. Another strange coincidence is that because of the object's current position, 3i Atlas is about to be hit with a massive solar storm. Check out this clip by Stefan Burns.
Now again, today the 21st, 3i Atlas is exactly opposite the sun, right? So if we're looking at it like this, it's exactly opposite that on the other side, about 1.5 astronomical units or something. It's perihelion, they'll be at 1.36. That's the 29th of October. Then we got Halloween. Boom, the veil's thin. 3 Atlas is all charged up. We're all charged up. The world's going crazy. Like, the aliens arrive. Who knows?
Here's how I see it. The verified data shows a natural active comet, older, colder, and shedding gas and water as it heats. But the timing, the strange imagery, and the silence from key agencies is really keeping everyone's attention.
I think that's what it... I had to put this one in, guys. I've been going through them. I just thought I'd put this one in because that's one of the strangest things, you know what I mean? We don't know everything about the universe, so it could be literally a comet with unknown resources and stuff like that, you know? But how they've shut down and it's like they're trying to keep everything secret. That's the strange part, you know? And then that's where I think a lot of people jump on the bandwagon and think, well, what's really going on then? What's really going on? And when I watched the video earlier on, is it Harvey Lowe? Yeah, said that it wasn't actually NASA. It was an Arizona, a university from Arizona. They're the ones with the images. Now, from one professor, of obviously him, messaged another professor for the actual imagery, and he has a no reply. So, is that professor being told? Because, you know, from one university to another, very, very strange.
Locked. So whether this is just another interstellar visitor or it is something truly unique, we are about to find out. So stay tuned. I'll post the next update as soon as new data or imagery comes out. It's getting interesting.
It is getting interesting. But what's the date today now? The 26th. 3 days. 3 days. Well.
New horrifying trail camera clip has been going viral. It comes from Georgia, and it was just posted on April 19th, 2025. The uploader, Dead Cinema on TikTok, states, quote, "Unbelievable Bigfoot sighting caught on trail cam in Georgia. Witness the moment this elusive creature stares and examines our camera, raising more questions than answers." End quote.
It's not real. That's what I mean. It could be, couldn't it?
Where exactly in Georgia this was taken is unknown, but it was somewhere in a dense forest there. The Sasquatch-like creature looks absolutely terrifying. With jagged, dull teeth, an ape-like face, and an overall disheveled appearance. It looks super rugged and beat up. The fact that it's this close up and clear is what makes it so compelling.
Is it though? You know, because it's a really short clip. And yeah, I think it's just another AI. That's what I mean. What if it is real? I think it's AI, but don't get me wrong. But what if like one of these videos come out is actually real, but people say, oh, it's just AI, but it's too good to be true. It's AI.
This collider and these beings that they're in communication with. So we're talking about the premier scientists on planet Earth right now, who are actively engaged, according to their own words, communicating with something with a personality, in their own words, from another dimension, and that's the purpose of the collider. I mean, people need to understand this is not science fiction. This is fact. That's correct.
No, just no. None of what that person said is true. None of it. No scientists are claiming that they are using the Large Hadron Collider, the LHC at CERN, to open portals, to open dimensions, to talk to beings. None of that is true. That has nothing to do with what the LHC is about. What the LHC is a particle accelerator. What it does is it...
Does he work for CERN? This guy, Bayer? Is this like damage control now? What do you think, guys? Because... you know, or if he's just a random guy just saying this, then how does he know what's going on?
Examines particles and creates new particles by smashing particles into each other at really high energies and speeds. This breaks the bonds in those particles, and all kinds of things spin out, new particles, energies, etc. And physicists use that in order to figure out the stuff of which our universe is made. This is what they use to, for example, to verify the existence of the Higgs boson, the most famous particle confirmed by the LHC so far. That's all that it does. It's not even possible for this atom smasher per se to create a doorway to another dimension or to create any kind of gateway. These things are happening on the subatomic level, way too small for anything like that to happen. It's not going to create a black hole. It's not going to open a gate to hell. No one is saying that. This is science fiction. It's bad science fiction. It's complete, utter, made-up nonsense.
I want to know if he works for CERN. What's his name? Skeptics, guys. Just don't know what to believe, do you? Now if he works for CERN or anything like that. Now I understand what CERN's about. I've looked into it enough. What they're doing this about. Who's saying that they haven't found another use for this machine? You know what I mean? From smashing them particles together, maybe they've come up with a new kind of science that they're able to make them able to do that kind of stuff. This is what they're trying to figure out, isn't it? So it's more than possible. There's so much we don't know. So I wouldn't believe this guy over. You just can't believe. You just don't know what to believe, do you?
Predictions for October 2025, part 1. And these are just predictions, not facts, okay? Come with me. The first thing I see is a Halloween tragedy with many, and I hope it doesn't happen. Next, I see Taco McCankles starting a new war. Same. Hope it doesn't happen. Hope you know who that is. Come with
Who's Taco McCankles?
A major event in Chicago makes the headlines. I feel like this is really bad, and I'm underestimating it, but let's just hope again. None of it happens, just predictions. I see the UK citizens wound up because they find out their politicians are spending money a bit like we've seen.
That's one prediction I can see happening with my own eyes. I don't think that's a prediction. I think that's fact. It's happening. I'm from the UK and things are getting very volatile here, and it's getting quite scary. Not so much for myself. I fear what's going to happen. I got kids. I got 3 kids. I got 2 daughters and a 4-year-old boy. 2 teenage daughters and a 4-year-old boy. So things are spiraling out of control, and a lot of people are saying it's not a matter of if now, it's just a matter of when. So yeah, so let's crack on.
In Indonesia and the Philippines, I feel like they're next. I also see multiple mysterious airline crashes. Again, I hope it doesn't happen. I see a boat sinking carrying hazardous waste, which is a big problem. You can always bookmark, follow to see if I'm right, or message me for personal predictions, but only here on TikTok. Have a nice day.
So this guy is the one predicting it, is he? So he's saying, this is what I predict is happening. Does he see things or anything like that? Who's Taco McCankles? I've never heard of him before. I think I sent you something to do with Taco Bell, is it? I don't know. Let me know if you know what that is, guys, in the comments, because I just looked it up and I said something about tacos, new fillings or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just assuming it's a person. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. Yes, some weird, creepy, and I don't know, just some mind-altering clips there, isn't it? We just don't know what to believe these days, do you? And I could talk for hours about this stuff, but I'm going to keep this short. So, thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, and don't forget, fill yourself full of love. It will protect you. CJ out.